Good evening from San Ignacio Town. With the 9 o'clock news, I am Patrick Jones. In the headlines, alleged burglar confronts student in her apartment in Belmopan. Teenager accused of Roaring Creek murder, and Ministry of Foreign Affairs acquires a new office space in Belize City. Stay tuned for details of these and other stories coming up after these messages.
Would you like to know more about the flora and fauna of Belize? Do you enjoy gardening and need some tips? Then tune in to The Garden Show with Belize Botanic Gardens every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, only on the National Channel.
Wondering what it feels like to be in the clouds? Then let's go on an exciting tour and experience a great new adventure. TNH Tours Belize offers a variety of horseback riding combined with caving, canoeing, and personalized tours. Enjoy pristine jungle canopies, caves, and magnificent views. Tour safely with our licensed tour guides and professional horsemen. For a memorable tour in the heart of Belize's natural heritage, come to TNH Tours. For more information, contact us at tnhtoursbelize.com or call 667-8884 or 600-1293. Thanks for choosing TNH Tours Belize. Here now is the news in details. Preparations continue to be made for a day of free heart checkup that will be offered in Santa Elena Town. The event, which is being facilitated by Dr. Adrian Koye and the Carl Hushner Memorial Hospital, will take place on Wednesday of next week. The venue for the clinic is the St. Ignatius High School. According to Dr. Koye, good heart health is a matter of lifestyle choices.
There are different ways of visually saying, what the consequences of certain lifestyle choices are. And that unfortunately, for example, the gun violence is, if you use the gun, that's something that very early, in your life you may end up dying by the gun. We can talk about smoking and alcohol abuse as best as we can, but we have to be saying the same thing. We cannot say it's okay just to drink 2 and 3 and smoke just 3 and 4, and that's okay. It's either it's a good thing or a bad thing, and we have to, unfortunately, be bearing the message. It's not a good thing.
Now this is a one-off thing on the 20th. What time does it start? What time does it end?
We're starting at 9, and we're heading up to 3, but we say 3, but we'll probably go longer than that, depending on the amount of patients that we're seeing. We'd like to screen as many as we could, and we'd like to make sure that the public out there understand the real meaning of the screening, and bring the awareness of the cardiac diseases that are happening here. I mean, I could give you an example. A good friend of mine, I don't know if you know Mr. Bevans, Wayne Bevans, very good friend of mine, big guy. Mm-hmm. We worked together in Honduras after Hurricane Mitch, and he passed away. Wow. Guess what killed him? A sudden heart attack. And this is why we're saying, that's why Dr. Clay is saying, we're thinking that this is killing you and this is killing the heart disease #1. and we have to bring out the awareness out there.
Dr. Koi says that Wednesday's clinic has some heavy backing and encourages people to take advantage of the free service.
We have been partly sponsored by Edward Life Sciences. Well, Edward Life Sciences is an international heart device company. They make heart valves, etc. And so some of the funding is through that. And the collaboration is also from Heinemann International Medical Outreach, Heinemann Research Foundation, which is an organization that works with the Carolinas Health System. And they've been working very closely with Karl Huchner for the last 6 years in terms of improving and developing our capacity in cardiovascular disease treatment. Bowen & Bowen has always been very instrumental and helpful with us in the past and continues to support this event by providing tents and free water and things like that. So, we hope to have a very comprehensive experience and, get the message out there related to your health. You invest in your health, as they say, health is your wealth. But, the body is I will often tell the patients, your body is your temple, and when you go to church, you don't go and put anything in the church. I mean, in the same way for your body, you should really choose what goes in, because it does affect you ultimately.
The free heart clinic starts at 9 o'clock next week, Wednesday morning. A similar clinic will be held next week, Friday, in Dangriga town. There was a shooting incident reported early this morning in San Pedro town. The victim has been identified as a 30-year-old Dwayne Hyde, who lives in the DFC area of San Pedro town. According to police, Hyde arrived at his home around 12:30 this morning and informed his common-law wife that someone wanted to kill him. The common-law wife reported to police that two men entered the yard, and after a brief conversation with Hyde, there was a struggle during which he was shot to the abdomen. One of the men who entered Hyde's yard, identified as 23-year-old Louis Manuel Carter, was also injured during the struggle. Police say he sustained stab wounds to the neck, mouth, and abdomen. Hyde is admitted to ward at the Karl Huchner Memorial Hospital and listed in a critical but stable condition. Carter is on the police guard as he receives treatment at the San Pedro Polyclinic. Investigations continue. You're watching the 9 o'clock news. We will have more of the day's stories for you right after these messages.
That deals only happen once a year or only on special occasions. Walk into any one of our central TV and internet offices to get free installation, free modems, and free MyTV subscriptions. Visit us whether you're in Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio, or Benque, or give us a call toll-free at 0800 Cable TV. Central TV and Internet. Bundle and save.
Bundle and save. Central TV and Internet.
Welcome back to the 9 o'clock news. Police in Belmopan have brought a murder charge against 19-year-old Ashton Puerto of Camalote Village. Puerto is accused of the Sunday afternoon murder of 18-year-old Malik Norris. As we reported on Monday, Norris was fatally wounded in a shooting incident in the Another World area of Roaring Creek Village on Sunday afternoon. Police in the nation's capital are looking for a man of Maya descent who allegedly accosted a student in her Belmopan apartment on Monday afternoon. Authorities say that the 22-year-old student arrived at her apartment around 1:27 on Monday afternoon and realized that some electronic items, including a laptop computer, was missing from her bed. As she searched for the items, the student reportedly found them inside a plastic bag in the bathroom. But that was not the only discovery she made. The alleged burglar was still inside the apartment, and he reportedly had a knife in his hand. The intruder attempted to grab the student, but she managed to yell for help and run out of the apartment. That gave the alleged burglar enough time to make a getaway. When she went back into the apartment, the student said she noticed that her tablet, valued at $250, was missing. Police are seeking the man of Maya descent as their investigation continues. A teenager from the St. Martin de Porres area of Belize City has been arrested and charged for the offense of keeping a firearm and ammunition without a gun license. 19-year-old Davon Guzman was busted on Tuesday afternoon with a .38 revolver. Police say that they responded to reports of shots being fired on Lakeview Street, and when they arrived, saw a man riding a bicycle on Sarstoon Street with what appeared to be a firearm in his hand. Police say that as they reached closer, the male person threw the object in an empty lot. The male person was detained and taken to where the object was thrown, where a search was conducted. It led to the discovery of a .38 revolver with black electrical tape on the handle that was loaded with one live .38 round and 3 expended .38 casings. As a result, 19-year-old Davon Guzman was arrested and charged. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has acquired new office spaces in Belize City. With funding provided by the Republic of China Taiwan, the building that now houses the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Belize City was acquired at a cost of just over $1 million. The modern facility will also house the office of the Prime Minister and is a big improvement from the rented space that was being utilized before. The official opening of the new office for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Belize City was held on Tuesday afternoon. This is the news on the national channel. We will have a look at the weather right after these messages.
My dad never misses a football match.
Me neither.
Are you enjoying this game or what?
I'm loving every minute of it.
I can't miss this game, but I can't see it either.
Here, now you can. The game's on me.
Now, wherever there's internet, you don't have to miss a single minute of TV. And the best part of My TV is it costs as little as $10 monthly for Central TV and Internet's customers. With 25 channels at your fingertips, you'll always be tuned in. My TV is available only at Central TV and Internet. Log on and discover a new world of mobile TV.
Hey, do you happen to have a beer?
Fair weather conditions are expected going into the second half of the week. Here is the forecast for Thursday. And that is a look at the weather with information provided by forecaster Francisca Wellington at the Belize Weather Bureau. To end the news, here are the headlines again. Alleged burglar confronts student in her apartment in Belmopan. Teenager accused of Roaring Creek murder. And Ministry of Foreign Affairs acquires new office space in Belize City. With the headlines, we end this edition of the 9 o'clock news. Thank you for joining us. I am Patrick Jones. Have a good evening and a good night.